Back in 2018, many people were looking forward to playing the new God of War, but now the sequel has been released and it has taken the world by storm. A bigger and better sequel rarely happens among games, and Ragnarök does not disappoint. We are going to be attempting to obtain the Platinum Trophy, which has us completing 36 different trophies throughout the game, involving boss fights, collectibles, and fully fleshed out side quests. The first boss Kratos fights is just a big old bear. This fight basically acted as a tutorial for the combat in the game. After the fight, we get our first trophy, a Grizzly Encounter.
There we go, a Grizzly Encounter.
Next on our boss checklist was Thor the God of Thunder, and let me tell you, this fight was incredible. The intro to the fight where Kratos got launched into the air by Mjolnir made me freak out. It was so cool. Oh, and I forgot to mention, they made an insane lightning and ice sculpture by colliding their two weapons. It was so cool. After a few phases with Thor and Kratos paying off his blood debt for killing his two sons in the previous God of War game, we end up getting the trophy. Then after the Thor fight, we got our first skill. This big giant grandma person had a cauldron she was using to relive moments of animals' lives, and to do this she captured them and took their souls and put it in her big purple cauldron. Atreus and the boss's granddaughter, Angrboda, tried to destroy the cauldron in order to save the animals' lives. Because of this, she tries killing Atreus and her own granddaughter to protect this purple cauldron, and in her success she fell to the ground in disbelief. She then started to talk a bunch of trash to her own granddaughter, but more importantly, the trophy popped. When Atreus returns home from Jotunheim, he is greeted by Kratos in the Mystic Gateway unexpectedly, and after some father bonding time, a mysterious Valkyrie comes out of nowhere and jumps them. After struggling for a bit, we finally defeat the Valkyrie, then get the trophy. This next boss, Nidhogg, is one of the most insane fights in the game. Its design is so cool. Throughout the battle, I was amazed at the boss design as a whole and all the attacks the boss had as well. It was so sick, dude. After an epic boss fight, we chop its head off through its own portal. Something like that would happen in a God of War game, huh? After we kill it, we get an amulet that allows us to equip enchantments, and that gives us a trophy. And finally, we get the trophy Root of the Problem for killing Nidhogg. This big wolf right here is named Garm. Atreus and Thor's daughter Thrud felt bad that he was chained up and decided to free him, but that was a big mistake. Garm was chained up in Helheim because of his power, where he creates realm tears all throughout the 9 realms and causes havoc. After Kratos and everybody else found out, they decided that they need to kill the dog. Now it's time to fight the puppy. After chasing Garm around for a little while, an insane boss fight starts. This boss fight was amazing. The cinematics that played during it were definitely some of the best in the game.
Oh my gosh. The chills. The chills! Oh. Well, that's kind of sad though. Oh, that's kind of sad though, dang. Oh, the noise, that was so sad. Oh my god. There it is. Balgarm.
Haven't upgraded any armor yet? What the heck?
A good fit.
Oh well.
Alright, now it's time for Heimdall. This dude is really annoying, man. Whenever you try to attack him, he just dodges throughout everything and doesn't take any damage. But whenever I found out how to kill him, which is with the spear and by blowing it up in front of him, then the fight became pretty simple and self-explanatory. After a decently long damage phase, we pin him up against the wall, then blow his arm off with the spear Drapnir. Doing this starts the second phase, where he grows a magic arm, then we fight him again. It's pretty cool. After we bring Heimdall's health bar down for the second time, we beat his head into the ground, then we get the trophy Comeuppance. Before we fight the next two bosses, I just want to introduce you to this Chad Surtur. Bro literally just says go away and moves his arm, then Kratos and Atreus go flying. Surtur leads us into this big open area that looks like a galaxy. The skybox is so amazing in this area. We then get jumped by two of Odin's Valkyries. This fight had 3 phases, each phase progressively getting harder and harder. What made it easier is that each Valkyrie shared the same health bar. If you hit one, then it basically hit the other bar as well.
Oh no. No.
Get away from me!
Bear! I almost failed that. This is sick. That's so sick. That is so sick. Kratos and Bear Man. Better together.
Now for the final boss, and surprise surprise,
Holy
it's Odin.
crap.
This frail but well portrayed version of Odin packs a punch, and after killing his own son Thor, he whips out his staff and pulls an Elden Ring with all the cool looking magic. After getting his health bar down, and Freya doing the classic hero monologue gone wrong, he destroys the ground and we fight him one last time. After beating him for the final time, Atreus takes his soul and puts it in an orb. Then, out of nowhere, Sindri comes out and smashes the orb to pieces.
Ragnarok. Battle of the All-Father. He's all dead.
And after the story concludes, we get the side quest to go to Brock's funeral. After attending it, we get the trophy, Funeral for a Friend. For the new friend's trophy, we have to get a mysterious orb and give it back to Lunda. Next, for the Rebel Leader trophy, we have to retrieve a hammer from a chest. Once we get the hammer, we have to give it back to this dude named Durlin. For this next side quest, we are tasked to free the half-Goofas. These big jellyfish creatures are trapped underground. We have to break the bindings in order to set it free. After freeing the first one, it sprawls up into the sky and flies around. After that, we are then tasked at freeing a second one, which is also trapped underground. The mechanics of freeing the second one are basically the same as the first one. After freeing the second one, it sprawls up in the air once again, then we get the trophy. After dancing around in the sky for a little bit, enjoying their freedom, the jellyfish end up killing themselves in order to give life to their offspring.
Who knows what kind of adventures await us in a freshly lit barrens?
Oh, this is the babies.
Now for the trophy making amends. Many years ago, Mimir chained up a big giant whale in the lake in Svartalheim. Since then, the whale has been a base for dwarven structures. Now Mimir wanted to unchain this whale to right his wrongs. After removing all the chains, we go up to its eye and the whale decides it wants to stay, due to it being so accustomed to being in the same spot. And there's the trophy. Making amends. That's kind of sad. For this next trophy, Kratos and Freya venture out to Vanaheim in order to retrieve Freya's lost sword, Mardal. After building a bridge, we stumble upon this door. Since it's a door, we go inside it. After Freya struggles for a bit, she finally gets a sword, then we get the trophy. It was a good day. For this next trophy, Invasive Species, we have to travel to Vanaheim and go to the crater. For this trophy, we have to track down and hunt 9 different bosses. For the 9 bosses, we have the Crimson Dread, the Slaghorn,
Stop already.
this annoying ice dragon called the Corpse Eater, the Ash Tyrant, two Drekkies at once, this Cragjaw,
Nice charge.
a Flame Phantom, a Soul Eater,
Nice, let's go.
and finally this blue Drekkie.
Oh. 7 eyeballs. Bye. Alright, trophy should be popping after we complete this.
I appreciate the concern.
Let's go. That's
That's it.
forever.
We've done it.
Invasive species.
The crater is free of dragons.
That was a cool trophy
Maybe
though.
now it can
All the boss
finally
battles, that was
begin to
freaking sick.
to drink.
Alright, for the Dragon Slayer trophy, we gotta craft this dragon armor. Let's see if we have enough materials. So there's the breastplate. The bracers. Nice. What? Waist armor, girdle. Alright, nice. There we go. Dragon Slayer. Trophy earned. Next, we gotta catch all these worms that are in portals for the squirrel named Ratatoskr.
One of these holes kills us. Put it in the trash.
Alright, time to get the next trophy.
Come on, hit the time and drop the word. Why must you make me repeat myself?
Have your worms.
As you ask.
What a rambunctious bunch.
You thought the dragon.
There we go, rightful place. Alright, here's the last shields. Show trophies should pop. There we go. Phalanx.
Not of the raiders.
For this next side quest, we have to clear out
Oh,
raider
let's get
camps in
Kratos?
Midgard. This will allow the dogs to be happy again.
Do not be afraid.
Aw.
After clearing out the camps, the puppies are still sad, but Kratos goes up to them and pets them and they become happy.
Good. Good boys. Good girls.
Are they scared of Kratos? It's kind of sad. There it is, besties. Best Spectines. Nice. Now it's time to return the stags of the four seasons. There's winter, spring, summer, and autumn. These four stags are located in Vanaheim, and we have to lure them into a portal in order to return them to that squirrel dude.
That's right. We got more food at home. Come on.
I have to say,
Get that along. I never grew. And you sort of saved my ass too. No, it's really Bitterness's fault.
That was not
Ah,
our.
there it is, pure
I'll
of
take what
heart.
I can get.
Return the stags of the four
job
seasons.
well done. Make
Now our next task is to repair the amulet of Yggdrasil. We already had 7 out of 9 fragments, so we just need 2 more, and I'll show you them right now. Then now once we upgrade it, we'll get the trophy. Alright, so this should be the trophy right here, once I upgrade this 2 more times. There's 1. Then 2. There it is. How's it going? Fully repaired the amulet of Yggdrasil. Nice. One of the bigger trophies in the game is called Trials by Fire. What we have to do is that we have to conquer the Trials of Muspelheim. There are 3 obelisks that spawn, and we have to do each trial associated with them. Doing this will open up an obelisk in the middle. In order to complete the 6 different trials in the middle, we have to do different combinations from the other 3 obelisks. The trial that I thought was the coolest was the Ring of Fire trial. The whole arena was lava except for this big circle that moves around and you have to follow it while defeating enemies. After a decent grind of completing all 6 trials,
There we go.
we get the trophy.
There we go, Trials by Fire. That was a grind. That was a grind.
There are many different types of collectibles to find in this game. First, we have to find all the artifacts located in the 9 realms. Each artifact you collect is part of a set, which is pretty cool. After we find the last one, we get the trophy called the Curator. Next, after we get all the books, we get the Librarian trophy.
It's been a while since I did my.
Next, we had to collect a flower from each of the 9 realms. This final one that I needed was located in Muspelheim.
Oh, flower, the flower. I found the flower. Nice.
An ash petal.
The forest. Let's go. We collected all the flowers in all 9 realms. Let's go.
To prepare for the 2 endgame bosses, King Hrolf and the Valkyrie Queen Na, we must hunt down these Nornir chests in order to get maxed out health and maxed out rage. Getting this final Nornir chest allows me to max out my rage fully. And now due to this, we get the trophy Full Belly. The next thing we have to do is fully upgrade our armor, then it's time to get destroyed by the 2 bosses.
And we should get the trophy to pop. There it is. Raid for commitment. That's to get a whole armor set to max level.
Alright, next we have to fight these Berserker dudes. There are a total of 12 of them, and each one of them is its own boss fight. In order to summon the boss, we have to find its gravestone and put a sword hilt inside of it, then it summons a huge arena around Kratos. The boss fight I struggled the most on was the one with Budvar and Starulfr. I had to fight both of these bosses at the same time, and I died so many times.
How do I do this? Dang, bro. This is holy crap.
Brother!
But finally, this happened.
Die! Die. Yes, one's dead. Chop her head off. Let's go! Finally, let's go. Let's go.
Now that we killed all 12 berserkers, it's time to fight King Hrolf. This boss took me a while to defeat, but was actually pretty fun. Eventually I got so used to this fight that I was basically parrying almost every one of his attacks. Parrying in this game was so satisfying, but the problem was this dude had so much health. After fighting him and dying to him for 50 minutes, I finally defeated him. It felt so good chopping his head off.
Yes, finally. Holy crap. Let's go. Great mistake.
Thank you, brother.
Oh my god.
Still not sure if that was justice or vengeance.
That was a fun boss
Two
though.
are not
Holy crap.
always at odds.
That took forever,
Intend to
man.
do with
Earlier in my playthrough, I stumbled upon this next box randomly and it was crazy.
Whoa. Defeat the Valkyrie Queen? What?
After getting my butt kicked for a little while, I decided to leave and upgrade my armor. Then I came back to get my revenge.
Oh, not big.
All we need to do is defeat this last boss and then get a collectible trophy, and after that we get the platinum.
This is where we get all of our damage from. Look at this damage. Look at the damage. Look at the damage.
After a little while, we finally defeat Gnaw the Valkyrie
True
Queen.
Queen. Let's go. That took me forever. Probably the hardest fight in the game. Alright, this should be the last relic we need for the trophy. Then that's going to pop the platinum. After 45 hours.
Why that's the
Let's see if it
dwarven
gives it
sound
to
device
us.
Sindri used during the Battle of Ragnarok. We might still find use for it yet.
There it is. Collector. Taking all relics and sword health. So there's the platinum. The bear and the wolf. Let's freaking go. Man, what a great game. This is such a masterpiece of a game.